Thank you for having me in your home, Liz. Can I just ask you, what is your morning coffee ritual?
I love a black coffee in the morning.
Just to start the day.
Just to start the day.
Should we make one?
Yes, let's do that.
Could I get a little bit of introduction on what are you known for?
Making clothes. I think I was very much inspired by my mother. She made all our clothes and she taught us to sew. My father was actually really creative as well, so I kind of grew up in that environment where making things was part of everyday life. I moved to Auckland when I was 21 and I went to work for quite a big clothing manufacturer, and I absolutely loved it, and I loved being involved in looking at fabrics, and it was fascinating to me. It wasn't really a strategy or a plan. It was kind of a very natural, organic kind of evolution, I suppose.
Yeah. Amazing. I think most best things are as well.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah. I think it's a subconscious thing, because I think if you're interested in life, you are very aware of everything that's going on around you. My muse is fabric, always. I don't start with sketches of a silhouette or an idea. I actually start with fabric. My choices then fire my imagination, I suppose. It's about marrying the ideas and the texture or textiles together.
It's also understanding how you would function and create, right? And same thing for me. I rarely kind of think of a dish. I need to look at ingredients first, and then depending on how beautiful the fish is or how amazing the vegetables are, then I would create that in my head. So it's kind of like formalizes at the end, I think.
We grew up with the smell of coffee first thing in the morning in the house, because my father used to make it on the stove. And so that was, a morning ritual, I suppose, for him and my mother and for us. That is a really dear memory of my parents. History and memory, I think, do contribute to the way that you feel and the way you do things.
I think with most things in the world, there is no meaning or connection unless we give it connection. And because coffee has meant so much to you and your parents, and that ritual was so significant to them, that carrying that on was keeping that legacy, I guess.
I'm excited to have enough time to do the things that I still want to do. There's still so much to explore and create, and the team around us, both retail and workroom and my family, are the most important things to me. I mean, I'd like very much to see the brand live on. It's 43 years, I think, this year. And we've got, I think it's nearly 7,000 patterns. It's all made in New Zealand, and I'm very proud of that. And I think if the brand can continue on, and whose ever hands that understands it and identifies with it, that'll be wonderful. The designer that I most admire would be Martin Margiela. I think with Margiela, for me, it was a lot about freedom and restraint. So it's like knowing when to pull back, knowing when to, and I think the creative process can be a little bit like that. Because I like editing, I like looking at details and going, no, that's too much, or we import a lot of brands that I admire, but if you ask me for one, my favourite one, that would be my favourite.